Yo, what's up? It's your boy djelf7. Oh my god, it's my boy Steve P. Yes. Yo, he's been kicking ass. I've been watching so much content on the Slow News Day. You know what I mean? What up? But I'm gonna let him say what's up, yo. Go ahead.
Hey man, it is good to see you again. It was fantastic to see you in DC. I'm looking forward to this conversation. And yeah, dude, let's get at it.
Yeah, I was honestly like, I just had such a good vibe with you that I was like, I actually wanted to go to DC for that, before I even knew about the forced vote thing popped up. You know what I mean? I had already planned to go there anyways. You know what I mean? Just straight on the Assange business. You know what I mean? So, and actually, the whole, and the Tulsi being the last day, like that really, it just all kind of magically worked itself together into like one magical freaking weekend of awesomeness, dude. Yo, it was really cool, man. I'm sorry I missed the end of it, yeah?
The whole week was insane.
Yeah.
It really was. I mean, to be, on the steps of the Rayburn House building where we were, surrounded by like 60 or 70 cops when there were maybe 30 or 40 people there for that Force the Vote event before our Assange event, to go 48 hours later where there's the same number of cops, the exact same cops, Capitol Police, right? Exact same number of cops, but thousands of people all over the Capitol in being used as set dressing by their own government so they can roll out new domestic terror legislation. Like that, and that happened in the span of 1 week, and it seems like it was a damn year ago already. I mean, like 3 weeks ago today was the Sunday that we had our first event. Hey, 3 weeks ago, or no, I guess it would be Saturday. I'm ahead of myself. But yeah. So it was the first Force the Vote event. It was 3 weeks ago today. It seems like a year. It's been a long 3 weeks, but we're in a much different world already than we were. It's crazy. It is.
The people can really change it back, but they're just allowing it all to happen. That's just I really wish that more people could really get tuned into this message right here. You know what I mean?
We have like prominent names in the quote unquote progressive left independent media space that are begging Silicon Valley for more censorship, that are cheering on the mere existence of politicians who are there to inherit Nancy Pelosi's power and steal it away from her.
Actually, one thing that I don't know if you saw this piece by Naomi Wolf, yeah, but she put out this video, not the Naomi Wolf from the from the women's movement, but there's another Naomi Wolf, I think, and she put out this thing saying that AOC's Green New Deal is a giveaway to big tech. You know what I mean? She says that there's no real like boundaries. So if you think about it, it really, like, if she's pushing this big tech censorship, it really kind of like puts power into her hands through this big tech new mechanism, new money in the wing. It's almost like a tech takeover of the MIC. Could be, or a rise in power.
If you watch my show and if you read Whitney Webb, I mean, we've been talking about this for years now. In 2018, it's almost 3 years old now. It came out in like February or March of 2018. Whitney wrote a piece when she was still at Mint Press about the Green New Deal and AOC. And it was kind of a partnership piece with Cory Morningstar. And they flat out exposed everything that was a corporate giveaway, everything that was absolutely 100% wrong with the Green New Deal as proposed by AOC. And you don't even really hear her talk about that crap anymore. Like, because they're already on to the Great Reset stuff. They don't need the Green New Deal as a mechanism to get campaign funds or votes anymore. They don't. They're already on to some other Klaus Schwab shit. And by the way, like, there are people that will tell you just saying the words "the Great Reset" is a conspiracy theory, when Klaus Schwab, the chairman of the World Economic Forum's last 2 books are titled "The Great Reset" and "COVID-19" and "The Great Reset," and they put them on the cover of Time magazine with "The Great Reset." And like Justin Trudeau is on video in his office talking about what the Great Reset means. And I mean, I'd say it on the show frequently, but it's true, man. We live in a fucking cartoon. It's fully upside down.
Yeah, the lack of accountability and the lack of consistency is really obvious to everybody. And here's like I met a health professional the other day, and she was saying that she's not taking the vaccine either. You know what I mean? Nobody trusts anything. You know what I mean? It's all obvious bullshit. So that's how bad it is.
The people who make the vaccine tell you this isn't going to do anything for COVID-19. You may or may not, get some of your symptoms alleviated. You will be a disease vector for up to 3 weeks after taking it. You can infect people for up to 3 weeks. This is what they're telling you. They're also telling you you're still going to have to wear a mask. You're still going to have to social distance. We're still going to have to reorganize society. But if you don't take it, you're literally Hitler.
Yeah, I haven't even looked into taking it, so I don't know nothing about that, but that's the craziest crap I've heard. If they're making people disease vectors, that is insane. No way. Are you serious?
When you get they tell you when you get the shot, you can infect other people for up to 3 weeks.
That's insane. They're giving the live virus?
You have to have a little bit of it. It's an mRNA vaccine, man.
Oh crap! Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Which has never successfully been produced before. So in September of last year, they were reporting 80% negative side effect, negative reactions to the vaccine. In a matter of 2 months, they managed to somehow conquer that problem to the point to where they were claiming 90 to 94% efficacy. They didn't even tell you what efficacy meant. But they said it's 90 to 94% successful. And they said you don't have to take it, but we're going to make it so you can no longer participate in society if you don't take it.
Yeah.
And now we're at the point where the head epidemiologist in California said you have to put a pause on the Moderna vaccine. That got walked back after, I'm sure, some angry phone calls from lawyers. But there was no, that whole scene is ridiculous. In Australia, they banned the AstraZeneca vaccine because it was throwing up false HIV positive. The AstraZeneca vaccine has shown that it could also cause sterility in women. And this is for a coronavirus, a cold, for a cold vaccine.
And also, right, the fact that they tried to deflect from the fact that the vaccine was devised under the Trump administration, and they kept calling it the Pfizer vaccine. What about the Nestle vaccine, where they poisoned mad people in South America? Do you think people trust corporate America to take care of their health, or do they think call it the Pfizer vaccine over and over again? You're telling people they're nah. Don't those people make Viagra? Oh, let me trust my life with that stuff. I mean, nah.
These companies have a history of doing the right thing on purpose. And the whole industry itself is designed to treat a symptom, never fix a disease, because then there's no money.
Yeah. And even if something does go wrong with it, I don't trust the mainstream media to report it at all.
No. And they'll immediately show you a story 2 seconds later about the maddening spike in cases. They'll go right back to the fear porn and run as far away from reality as possible. That this is 100% in real-time human experimentation with an mRNA vaccine, and they're testing it out on poor communities, black and brown communities. This is in their own literature. The importance to get this vaccine into black and Latino neighborhoods. So there are vaccine manufacturers, including companies, that have straight up gone into barbershops and given barbers talking points on how they can best communicate with their customers the importance of taking the fucking vaccine, dude.
Yo, Steve, man. I have to admit that I'm a little bit concerned, man. Yeah, the thing is that look, we was talking before the show, you know what I mean, and I've been watching your show, and you've been like lately, you've been like, yo, like my show's gonna get canceled, and you just told me before the show that you're about to like something's about to happen where you feel like, you know, you're gonna have some dust ups with other commentators or something. What, you all right, man? What's going on, man? How can we help you?
Well, you can go ahead and make a free Rockbin account. That's
right.
A start.
All right, cool.
Rockbin
I could do that.
A legit platform. That's where we'll be when YouTube yanks the channel, like straight up.
What up?
I always leave free content up there. If you endorse the show for $9.99 a month, you get free premium content on the network. And there's some solid people. There really are. Like Web, Unlimited Hangout, in podcast, and soon to be video form will be on there. I'm gonna go ahead and plug Whitney's shit because
cool, awesome,
freaking awesome. But Last American Vagabond's on there, Jason Burmis is on there, Jimmy Thor's on there, Richard Medhurst is on there. The whole, like, if you're into like MMA and shit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
On Rockfin?
Yep.
MMA on Rockfin?
MMA and wrestling. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, I had no idea. Oh shit.
The guy who created it was the dude who built the ESPN's mobile app.
Interesting. Cool. All right.
So he comes out of a sports background. He's way into it.
Yeah.
And so when he got, talked into to coming on board with Rockfit, he was like, well, cool, but here's what we're going to do. Yeah. So it worked out. I'm trying to get him to, like, incorporate streaming services.
I feel you.
But no, I'm about to go to war with every freaking gatekeeper in independent media.
Damn.
And there are,
what's going on, bro?
Which is honestly most of them.
You're my boy, man. What's up, man? You know I stick by your side. What's going on, bro?
So this world that we inhabit, doing this, and what we're faced with, and where our obstacles are, just as content creators, it is a pretty widespread network of I'm not going to say affiliated, but buried gatekeepers to what amounts to, I don't know, reach or audience. You know what I mean? Like not necessarily like financial success, but the ability to have wider and deeper conversations than what we see in most of independent media. And this is where the term limited hangout gets thrown around all the time. And essentially what a limited hangout is it's a deliberate revelation of, like, certain information.
Okay.
The purpose of which is to either distract you from finding out more, or to kind of confuse you and to get you to support, like, this one particular train of thought.
Sure.
For example, you can reform the Democratic Party from inside. That particular train of thought is a limited hangout designed to pull people in and gain their time and energy and resources, knowing full and damn well that reform is never going to that the Democratic Party exists to be the
Well,
roadblock to any progress in any way, shape.
I see.
The two-party
Yeah.
system is in fact one party, and that's just one of them. Another is we can build a third party that will rise up and defeat the duopoly. That's eliminated.
What up?
And it's a
All right.
limited hangout because of the way that the system is built. We don't have three branches of government that are co-equal, that are representative of the population at large. We don't have that. We have an oligarchy. Jimmy Carter knows we have an oligarchy. You can't vote your way out of an oligarchy. You can't get inside an oligarchy as an outsider party and enter a system that is designed to prevent your very existence, other than to have it be an outlet to drain the time and energy and resources of people who are well-meaning and well-intentioned and see a wrong in the world that they want to right and view this thing as a method to do that.
I see it as a two-way street, bro. You know what I mean? By entering these organizations, I get to learn their methods. I get to like gain access to their people. I get to understand their resources. I understand who's doing what. I understand their strengths. You know what I mean? I know where they're strong, where they're weak. So, you know what I mean?
I'm not
I get access to that. I tap in.
I'm not trying to dissuade anyone from infiltrating. I'm not, dude. Go do that shit. We need that.
Well, I won't call it infiltration. I'll call it self-help. You know what I mean? I'll call it self-help. You know what I mean? I'm learning the tools that I need, and I'm using the tools available. You know what I mean? For my own ends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I feel you, bro. Like those, they're highly suspect. I don't trust them. I trust Steve P, bro. I know who's real and I know who's fake. You know what I mean? And a lot of people saying Democrats is mad fake, bro, because you know why? They put party over integrity, bro. They put party over the people. They put party over all kinds of bullshit. And it's obvious and you need to get smacked the fuck up. You know what I mean? That's what I got to say. MPP needs to get smacked the fuck up. You know what I mean? What up? That's what I got to say. Because they mad fake about it. You know what I mean? You're limited. So that's cool. I feel what you're saying. So what you think people are going to come at you, but what are you going to do? Like say that, you know, MPP's whack. Say that, like, you know, join the Dems is whack. That's a lot of people agree with that.
No, and good. You know, one, good.
Yeah.
Could be. Look, you should be suspicious of any organization that has more of indie media's cool kids table involved than they do activists and organizers.
You know, that's what that's MPP exactly, man. You know what I mean?
You should be suspicious of any organization that has tried to build up a brand for 4 years as we're basically the Democrats, but we don't like the Democrats. We just like what Bernie says. So go ahead and buy a t-shirt.
Yeah.
You know, oh, we've got plans for ballot access. We can't tell you what they are or who's in charge of that or how they're going about it. But we decided that we're going to have a convention, you know, like it.
You know, this is really timely too because we just passed Martin Luther King Day, and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, they've spoken about all this before. This is nothing new, you know what I mean? Y'all need to like study the past because it's really sad because these people are really not original. They're like these corporate minds. They don't really love creativity. They don't really love free thought. They're like robots. I mean, they're just like, that's what you get, like this corporate schlock movies, these reboots, you know what I mean? It's the same thing in politics. Just the same thing again and again, but less creative and a little bit worse and more trash. That's all you get. That's Biden is like Obama 2.0 supposedly, right? That's how they're selling it. And it's just a little bit kind of a lot worse. You know what I mean? It's so disappointing.
Have you ever heard, and this is for your audience too, they could drop a comment. Have you ever heard Nick Rana in an interview or in a speech say anything other than like boardroom buzzwords empty platitudes and restate the exact same goals that American leftists have been fighting for 60 years, but he says them like it's an epiphany. Like, have you heard anything different from him ever?
You know,
Ever, than the things I just described?
some people like that, you know what I mean? Some people find that kind of presentation because that's their understanding. They, you know, they call them, sometimes they call them brunch Democrats, whatever, you know. I'm not, like, they're not Democrats and stuff, but a lot of people that are following him are new to the game. They don't, you know what I mean? They're really wowed by all the celebrities surrounding him. And, you know, they don't have a lot of exposure to a lot of this stuff, you know what I mean? So,
Well, the people that he surrounds himself with aren't activists themselves, and they don't.
the ones that are, it's
they
kind
have
of weird what's going
in
on.
the
Yeah.
activist space,
Yeah.
but it's not like they talk to them every day, and it's not like when their friends in the activist space tell them, "Yo, dude, you need to be wary of this guy. You need to be wary of this party." What they hear is, "You're jealous of my success." That's what they hear, and that's a problem. That, like, that it is why I want to take a spiked baseball bat to Indie Media Geek.
I want to use, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, you know what I mean? I definitely feel like there's a definite media progressive blackout on me, you know what I mean? Regarding like this MPP business, you know what I mean? I've emailed so many people on this particular issue, but you know what I mean? I get it too, like from their angle too, there's a lot of people bothering, blah, 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 but in the end, right, it's the people, there's a Discord of hundreds of people, yeah? It's called the Revolution Within. And the thing is that they're already, right, these people, when you say that limited hangout like was a CIA term, honestly, you know, and we've actually made a supposition that there might be a connection. I don't know, but it's real weird, honestly, how they've already, like, guess what the main idea of, they had a vote, right? Yeah, supposedly there's 500 people in the group. I think that's an inflated number to make themselves seem inevitable, right? I believe there's hundreds of people, but I don't believe 500 people signed up. I believe more than 500 people just left and just said, screw this crap, I'm out, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean, they probably have like maybe like 100, 200 people, yeah? And then like, you know, but they said they have 500 so they could throw the votes. You get what I mean? They could have 100, 200 people that are like, you know, I'm down to like change MPP. So they had this BS vote and they said, what they calling it is for Revolution Within, try to access the Discord. They cut me out, yeah, whatever, yeah? That's also real suspect, right? I have the most experience in this game. What's up, folks? But the thing, and some of them reached out to me. My email is djelf7, you know the deal, yeah? But the thing is that, yeah, so these guys, they said they don't want to go public with their problems with the fact that the organization is not democratic because they call that burning it down. What kind of revolution is you call that burning it down? That's the most hilarious version of burning down I've ever heard in my life. That's the most little, like, yeah. These people, are they would they pick up a carrot with a fork, or are they scared, like, are they scared to go through the membrane right there?
So this is a result 100% of the fact that this is an media-led political party, and the way that independent media structured itself mirrors exactly the corporate media structure. Exactly. And you can look at the most popular content creators and popular lefty YouTubers. Why are they popular? Because they have access to everyone's pet politician.
They're the bourgeois. They're the bourgeois, man.
Huh?
They're the bourgeois. They're taken care of by the upper class, right? In order to keep the lower class in line.
And there's the same, like, pundit class, the same sort of, like, one foot in the door of academia and the other foot in the door of independent journalism. Like, that class of, I don't know, journalist, content creator, website, whatever you know, that sphere of media, they've become everything we hate about establishment media. They have become the gatekeepers bloggers to larger, more, I think, fundamentally important truths, you can tell just how, like, you can tell a lot about a show by whether or not they. You can tell a lot about your favorite journalist or website by how those guys react when you bring up nothing. And until we have like a nationwide reckoning about what happened, and all this shit is going to continue to happen. This march into this technocratic tyranny, that's going to continue to happen.
Yo, George Bush blew up the towers was a hot, like, you know, a lot of people were saying that. They flew the Saudis out of here, you know what I mean, first class flights, no questions asked, you know what I mean, there was some real weird ass stuff going on. There's a lot of questions, a lot of weirdo stuff. Damn, bro, you brought up a lot, you know. Yo, much love, man. Yo, honestly, as for MPP being related to these media types, you know, look, I heard that, you know, Jimmy Dore's wife, I'm about to actually let this be the video right here, yeah? Now, look, Steph, I love you to death. You know, you took care of Jimmy on his deathbed. I know that it was a struggle for him, and I like Jimmy Dore, I like all you guys. I'm not hating on you guys for 1 second, you know what I mean? Like, I respect the work that y'all doing, shouting out for Assange. You're killing it, Jimmy. You're fucking awesome, bro. But you need to do a little bit of review over at MPP, your boy Nick, right? He might be running a little bit out of control. It's gonna make you look bad. That's all I'm saying, bro. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I'm not trying to be too rough with you, but you know, you need to review the squad, review your team right there. You know what I mean? Yeah, it might be flying a little too high right there. You know what I mean? Getting back on. Yo, honestly, Nick Bryan is nothing without Jimmy Dore. Let's be real, bro. You know what I mean? Without Jimmy Dore backing him, you know what I mean? His organizational ability is not really there. Like, people say it again and again. You still deserve a place, Nick Bryan. Or you could still, like, stand, like, some people like to hear the way that you speak. You know what I mean? They into that style. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, right, yeah, people that have really suffered, people that are really, truly angered, right, about the injustices, such as yourself, right? Action for Assange. I love the work you do, man. Slow News Day every day, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? We are going to fight a little bit harder. Yeah. Nick.
I don't even know if it's about fighting harder. I think it's about...
But don't get in the way, Nick. Don't get in the way, Nick. Don't push us down, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's pushing me down. I don't know about you, but he pushes me down.
And look, not like...
I invited him to the Force the Vote, bro. Despite the fact that he's a freaking little, you know what I mean? Yo, I said, you be a part of this, you know what I mean? You want to be like that, whatever.
Like, immediately. The MPP tried to make it an MP event. They tried to run
Didn't they take your platform, bro? Didn't they take... Yo, they need to stop with this, man. They need to get smacked. What is this? Yo, honestly, right, yeah, it's like the freaking, it's like getting colonized again, you know what I mean? They keep taking our stuff. We keep getting moved off the plantation. What the hell is the reservation? Where's my new reservation, bro? Nah, you ain't moving me off the reservation, bro. I'm staying right here. I'm off the reservation and on the reservation. Can't stop this.
This is weird. And I'm probably going to...
I got your back, man. I love you to death, man. That's my boy Steve
Going
P.
into February, but the whole Force the Vote thing in general took so much oxygen out of the internet, and it created so much drama throughout the last year.
They make money on that.
Huh?
That's a money-making operation.
Oh, I mean, without a doubt, and it happened at a pivotal organizing time for Julian Assange.
But it might not be a bad, yeah.
Even when Jackson was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna go to DC too, and I'm gonna hold the Force the Vote event. What he did is he got a hold of us, and he said, hey, I know you already have a thing going on. I don't want to step on you guys' toes at all. In fact, I'd like to make it easier and make it so that we can get people from one to the other.
Hell yeah.
And how can we best do that? That's what he said as the organizer of that protest. What the people who forced the vote a national conversation about Jimmy Dore's personality did was not mention that a small content creator called Jackson Hinkle had organized this fucking event, and they didn't use any of their substantial platforms to have him on to talk about it. They didn't have a single graphic thrown up about it.
They had one, but it was separate, right? They kind of siloed them and they corralled them into like one flyer that was on one thing, and yeah, it was all right MPP time, and they had one, or maybe one was made to look like it. Yeah, maybe someone made a mock-up.
MPP took Jackson's flyer and tried to put their name on it.
I mean, absolutely, yeah. They will try to take over stuff. Also, another thing that was kind of foul was I tried to find the video of Nick Brano, right? I think he took it down already. That guy's always taking down videos, yeah. He tries to delete the evidence on everything. But the thing is that, right, on the speech, I don't think he shouted out Action for Assange. I think he shouted another Assange organization. Did he shout you guys out during the,
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think he did, yeah.
Man,
I was like, that's kind of foul, bro. Why you cutting them out? They hear, you know what I mean? I will give you respect for showing up, you know what I mean? But don't, you know what I mean? Don't be playing stupid games, man. You're going to get smacked.
Really, though, that whole week was a blur for me.
It was crazy.
I don't sleep when I'm in DC. Yeah. I smoke a lot of weed because I have to counteract the concentrated evil that you feel just as you sort of
call me up, man. We gotta smoke together, man. I was hoping that would happen, bro. Unfortunately didn't happen. Yeah, unfortunately it didn't happen. You should call me, bro. Next time, call me up, man. We're hanging out. That's all right. You're busy, man. Making shirts. I heard you. I heard you was doing stuff. I know.
I do. I have an assigned grown-up that she's my grown-up.
I understand. I understand.
That's how I get reminded.
That's funny. Oh man, I'm sorry, man.
For real, dude. Because I'm
I understand.
So much other shit that
grown-ups can be escaped.
I'm doing.
I know you're an escape master. That's all right. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens.
I would love to smoke with you.
Master escapist. Yeah, that's right.
I'll smoke with you right now.
We're gonna go, man. Hell yeah. That's right now. Anyways, yeah. So that's crazy. So look, they might turn the guns on you, but look, they're already not doing really much with you, anyways. You know what I mean? So look, they're your own outpost.
That's on purpose. It's not like a lot of these guys don't know who I am or who we are, or who actually Assange is. They do, but we're not.
We rebels in the woods. We use guerrilla tactics, you know what I mean? We're not trying to be all concentrated in one spot, you know what I mean? We a bunch of little blinking lights in the forest. You can't get us. Fuck that, you know what I mean?
Well, look, dude, the thing about having, digital privacy or First Amendment or independent journalism, activists, also be content creators, that we are always going to approach every issue from an activist point of view. We're never going to approach the issue from a pundit's point of view or a careerist point of view. We're trying to move shit. We're trying to change shit. We're not trying to pay the bills off of wagging our finger at how things are without ever having to fundamentally change how things are, because then we would have to find an entirely different way to make a living.
Are you saying that's Jimmy Dore?
I'm saying that is a substantial portion of independence.
And I would say that, if it is, I would say that's Jimmy Dore to an extent. I will say that. But I'll say that, he kind of needs to do it because Entourage is depending on him. You know what I mean? His wife needs to eat, bro. Graham needs to eat. Ron needs to eat, bro. I can't hate on that. You know what I mean? But I also see where, yeah.
If that's the argument to be made, that's making the argument that there is.
I have celebrity friends, bro. I know how it gets. You know what I mean?
No. Hear me out. It's making the argument that there's less money to be made by exploring a truth with an audience that you've already cultivated, and I don't buy that for a second. I think if you got a good relationship with your audience, if your audience is fucking willing to go on a ride with you,
Yeah.
and clearly a good portion of like Jimmy Dores or Kyle Kalinske,
Yeah.
Young Turks, or like a lot of those guys, dude, they've got some ride or die motherfuckers with them. And if any one of them started for a moment going, okay, let's look a little bit deeper into why Julian Assange is being tortured. Let's examine what the Five Eyes Global Information Sharing Network is. If they did that, their audience would be down as fuck for them.
Yeah.
They would be. They would go on that ride with them. When you do that and you refuse to cover certain stories because you think it'll affect your bottom line, and you engage in self-censorship, or you allow yourself to be told that XYZ is a conspiracy theory without ever fundamentally looking into even the most basic aspects, you're doing all of those people who watch and support your show and would go on that ride with you a giant fucking disservice. And that is intentional. Because there's only so far people are willing to go, especially when they do occasionally tell the truth or frequently tell the truth. And when they look at someone like Julian Assange and recognize he is being used in it as an example of what you are absolutely never allowed to do, they know for a fact they don't have it in them to be tortured for a decade. They don't have it in them to say, no, I'm not going to take your deal because that means I put my sources' lives over. No, I'm going to go ahead and sleep. They don't have it in them.
You know, and the thing is that, right, okay? Now, look, you've been in the movement for a long time, not just the Assange thing, but other movements as well. Yeah?
Yeah.
Honestly, how many times have you been disappointed? A whole lot.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
So it's sad to see this again, you know what I mean? But, you know, you're absolutely right, man. These people, you know, they're, like TYT especially, you know what I mean? I know Jimmy Dore did recently something for Assange, so cool on that. You know, I know I came down on him earlier. Just to add one more thing to that, it's possible, honestly, I've seen this in some celebrity situations, the celebrity knows about this phenomenon, doesn't like it, but the entourage is too much in control, or he does not, right, or she does not have really the, you know, there's really complicated things that, like, you know, not just business things, that as well, you know, they live complex lives, you know, because there's a lot of moving parts. So I'm not excusing it, but, you know, I think maybe I even kind of am, you know what I mean, because I do see, I've been in those situations, I've seen how tough it gets, so I am sympathetic, you know. That's just
well, I mean, so am I, and I have a family, and fucking, I know that when I know what I am doing is, I know that what I do is an activist.
That's why I feature you. That's why I watch your show, man. I could watch any show. I watch Slow News Day because I know you're a real one. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude.
Appreciate it.
I do. I wasn't searching for a compliment.
I know, but I just had to say that, man.
Trying to say that, like, look, dude, again, this guy, I come at it from an activist perspective. I never came at it from the perspective of, I think I can monetize my opinion. And I think that my opinion, I think I can pay my rent with my opinion. I haven't come at it from that perspective. So, like, I'm not out here trying to protect the brand. I'm not out here trying to, you know, pay my mortgage with this. I have a job, you know. I do and that's a huge reason as to why you don't see me on bigger shows.
I see what's going on.
Because
all right,
I don't sit up and do tricks when the gatekeepers snap their fingers at me. I never have.
Good.
And I never will.
Hell yeah.
And they've tried. There's been a handful that have tried to get me to do tricks. And I'm fucking not. And I get punished for that, you know. But there are, or like, bro, I have the fucking audience and community around Slow News Day, and like that chat is a magical place where like the people fucking go and hang out later after the show.
All right,
I'm serious. I'm dead
That's
serious.
cool. All right,
I'm
I like that. I
100%
like that. I like that. It's a cool community. I like it.
like,
Yeah.
They help each other out and they talk to each other. They're each other's support network, and like that all happened organically, and it happened again because I think because I'm put out what I believe to be the most accurate information to have fucking people on my show that are way smarter than me, so I can ask them questions about shit, and so I can try and like get across that we need to build our own fucking communities, because these institutions of power that we have are not going to help us or save us or do anything other than fucking enslave.
Yeah. Hey, man, keep it up, man. Thank you, man. I love joining that community. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you're there. You're
Yeah,
there.
I am
see
there.
you.
I am there. Yeah.
Fucking, you know, like, dude. It's straight up, man.
Yo, I got footage from us. Yeah.
And fucking Slow News Day crew, dude. We love you. Like our kind
thanks,
of crazy.
man. It's a worthy enterprise to come deeper into the world of activism, because Kyle, what he really wants to do is make a change, and he has a platform which is cool, but really that's just the beginning. It's just, starting conversation, but action needs to happen. That's why I love Action for a Song, because it's about the action, bro. That's why we action junkies, we're here to show up and make it happen, all the way, yeah? So we like a different breed a little bit, so, I can't be Kyle for, like a cat's gonna be a cat and a dog's gonna be a dog, you get what I mean? But, but you're right, sometimes the cats forget about the dogs, because they're all in their little cat world, and it's time for, that's why I'm shouting out Slow News Day, bro, because I recognize the real ones, what's up, we're trying to get the work done, bro, we're on the front lines in DC, taking pictures for memes and shit, going all crazy, hell, why not, man, we living, and plus, it's the most fun place, come out and hang out with us, we are, if you want to take hanging out to the next level, you could sit home and watch Kyle Klinsky. I'm mad at you, some people, that's what they got their day job, and I got I got my own things going on, but some people are ready on the weekend to come out and just go fucking ham, and then you with us, you with Slow News Day and motherfucking djelf7, come through, represent, what's up?
Look, man, I'm a fucking joy to be here.
Hell yeah, I could vouch for that.
I really am.
I co-sign that.
No, I really do. I love it. Like it's the thing that makes it work, that makes it like seriously work, is that everyone that's involved with Action for a Song is genuinely post-partisan.
What up, man?
Away from, using a political identity as the sole bearer of what determines who we are as human beings. We left that shit. And there are so many things that we need to see in post-partisan terms. And like the things that we consider like our first freedoms, right, in this country. Everything that's outlined and supposedly enshrined in the Bill of Rights. Those have no partisan ideology.
Partisanship's actually a lie. It's a lie sold to us to try to keep us split, so that instead of fighting who we're supposed to be fighting and concentrating what we're supposed to be concentrating on, we're pointing at each other on some stupid shit. You know what I mean?
It's a dark day in our nation when high-level authorities will seek to use every method to silence dissent. The truth must be told.
And if you want the truth, you need to check out independent media producers just like myself, djelf7. You should subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications when I release a new video.
Truth of these
We are
words
on all
is
the major
beyond
platforms.
doubt.
That includes Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course YouTube. Unfortunately, we have definitely seen that these mainstream outlets will cave to corporate interests, so we encourage you to join our independently moderated communities of Reddit and Discord. We also encourage you to subscribe to us on BitChute and Dailymotion so you can see the content that YouTube doesn't want us to let you see. Hey, now it's time for the most important part of the video. That's right. It's time for us to tell you about the Taking Action Group. Do you need an activist? Or maybe there's no activists around willing to help you with your cause and you need to learn to become an activist. That's exactly why we're here. Every week we get up with people from across the nation, in fact even sometimes internationally, and we develop strategies and a game plan to address the issues that are affecting all of us. Every week myself from New York City and of course my co-host Lisa from Los Angeles provide a coast-to-coast perspective on what's going on in the country. If you want to donate to help out with expenses, travel, equipment, stuff like that, then I definitely appreciate it, and you can hit us off at Venmo or PayPal. Thanks a lot. Hey, by the way, we also have a merch store, so check it out. Oh my goodness, it seems like you've reached the end of the video, so make sure you check out some of our other videos. Make sure you subscribe. This is your last chance to do so thanks a lot. And looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment below if you have any questions or issues you'd like me to address. And if you're an activist, the time to make things happen is now.